Stop relying on other people to fulfill your emotional needs, because if you fulfill your own emotional needs, you won't need anybody else to do it for you. Welcome back to my channel. Today is like the first vlog that I'm doing. I asked you guys on my Instagram page, if you don't follow me, make sure you connect with me on my Instagram. It is @AmeliaRosehealing. I asked you guys what you wanted advice on, and of course it was about self-love. This is a topic I get asked about often. So yeah, here goes. I just wrote notes so that I don't forget anything. Now, I have so much to say when it comes to self-love. When it comes to doing any type of manifestation work, it all begins with self-love. In order to maneuver in this world, you need to be aligned with self-love. You need to love yourself. Now, where to begin when it comes to self-love, right? You want to pay attention to the inner child in you, and you want to nurture it, right? We call this doing shadow work. What does this mean? So think about what it is that you don't like about yourself, and ask yourself, why is it that you don't like that about yourself? Really think about what triggered you to hate that about yourself, right? Start working on that. For example, if you feel as though you have thick thighs and you hate it, what can you do to change that? If you can't physically change it, then start loving on your thighs. Start bringing love into that situation. Tell yourself every single day you love your thighs. Look at the positives of having thick thighs. Think about what it is that you don't like about yourself. Like if you're a giver and you hate that, think about why it is that you're such a giver. A lot of it does stem from parental problems, right? A lot of us nowadays have mom issues. A lot of us these days have dad issues. So for example, if I feel as though I give too much, and I really sat and thought to myself, okay, the reason why I'm like this is because growing up, my mom never listened to me. My mom, she would come home from work. I would try to tell her about my day or show her my homework, and she would ignore me. So now it's hard for me to speak up to people. And now I'm always trying to please people because I've always been trying to please my mom and try to give her this attention. How would I fix that? Write a letter. A lot of healing work comes from writing. It's getting the emotions out. Sometimes we just can't speak about it, so it's just easier for us to write about it. Take responsibility for your own actions and realize that others' actions have absolutely nothing to do with you. People are gonna do what they want, and they have the free will to do so, okay? Just because you want somebody to love you, they're not obligated to. Whether they're married to you, whether they've been in a relationship for years, whether it's someone you're just dating, your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, no one is obligated to love you. The only person obligated to love you is yourself. Think about that. If you don't love yourself, how do you expect other people to love you when you don't even know what that's like? You don't even know what it is to love yourself. So how do you expect another person to love you when you don't even know what it is that you love about yourself? You don't even understand what your tics are. You don't understand what it is that you won't or will tolerate. So how do you expect another person to know that? Another tip when it comes to paying attention to that inner child is you kind of have to be the child and the adult at the same time. So be the child and be the adult or the parent who protects that child and educates that child. For example, if when you were younger, you were always told no to eating cookies, guess what? You're an adult. You can eat them cookies. Like, no one's here to tell you no. Like, so why are you not eating those cookies? Pay attention to things that bring you back into the time from when you were a child, the good times. Nostalgic music from when you were younger. Painting, drawing, dancing. Oh, I love dancing. Just turning on music from like when I was in high school, like that old Rihanna when she had that fire engine red hair, or Panic at the Disco. Those were the type of musics that I listened to. Britney Spears. I just turn them on when I'm feeling low and I just start dancing to it. Singing, doing things that you've always wanted to do when you were a child. For example, if you've never been to Six Flags, take a bus ride to Six Flags, or take yourself to Disney. Stop relying on other people to fulfill your emotional needs, because if you fulfill your own emotional needs, you won't need anybody else to do it for you. That is the key to self-love. You have to love on yourself. You have to treat that inner child. You have to spoil yourself. Take yourself out on dates. Buy yourself flowers. Buy yourself perfume. Smell good. Buy yourself your favorite food every now and then. Treat yourself. Do your hair. Okay? You don't have to do your makeup, but take care of your skin. Get a massage. Not only is massages relaxing, but it's actually very beneficial for the body. Honestly, I don't understand why we weren't taught to integrate that into our health practices, because we have something called lymphatic drainage in our body. We have like these channels or these pipes in our body, right? And these pipes, they transport fluid throughout our body. This fluid has toxins, also has things that nourish the body. It has lymph fluid, which is like kind of like a mucus, bloody kind of fluid, right? That's this lymphatic drainage system that we have in our body is how we drain out toxins in the body. So it's actually very imperative and very important for us to get massages every month, at least once a month. Save up your money. Save $25 each paycheck so you could get a $50 massage. You know what I mean? I mean, it depends on what state you live in, but in Jersey it's about like $50-$60 for a good massage. And you know, that'll help regulate your body as well. It'll help with endorphins as well. Anything that will bring you joy and bring that inner child joy. When you are searching for self-love, you have to honestly spoil yourself. You have to date yourself, and you also have to be the adult that takes care of that inner child within you. Another tip is, and this is the most important tip, I should have said this first, but this is a complete lifestyle change. Loving yourself, it isn't something you do one day and then you're like, all right, now I love myself. No. This is like from this point on, you're gonna start loving yourself. Period. Learn to say fucking no. This honestly is what boosted my self-love. This was the start of my self-love, was learning to say no. Especially when it came to my father. He has a very codependent personality with me, and I had to learn to say no to him. I've always had a hard time saying no to him, and in turn it really did affect my relationships, not only romantically but with friends as well. But if you've noticed, those that have self-confidence issues, that have self-love problems, just don't know how to say no. So just start off with little things. For example, if you don't want to go out somewhere but you feel obligated to, say no. At the end of the day, this is your life. If you don't want to do something, why would you do it if you don't want to do it? Because 9 out of 10 times, anybody else who really loves themselves, if they don't want to do something, they're gonna say no to you. You're an adult. You're allowed to say no. Okay? Learn to speak up for yourself. This is gonna give you a confidence like no other. Speaking up for yourself. If something bothers you, work up the courage to say it. Even if you don't say it right away, say something. This is another one that's like revolutionizing. Stop fucking apologizing. I don't ever say sorry. I don't. That's something that I really had to teach myself, to stop apologizing for everything. Stop saying sorry. What are you sorry for? Honestly, that's like something that really irks me and bothers me is when people say fucking sorry, because it's like so degrading for yourself. Like, you're degrading yourself by saying sorry. Never apologize for your actions, because at the end of the day, you meant them. Never apologize for what you say, because you said it for a reason. Now, if somebody reacts or feels some type of way based on your actions or based on your feelings, that's a them problem. At the end of the day, every person is responsible for their feelings. Every person is responsible for their actions. Sorry to be the one to tell you, but that's just the way that it is. You're the one who's in charge of your life. My dad used to always keep these signs around the house that say, you control your thoughts and actions. Your thoughts are what control your actions. And you can't expect other people to be how you are. Because it just makes sense. We're all raised by different people who were raised different ways by their different people, if you think about it. Intuition is number one. If you have a gut feeling, it's for a reason. Once you learn to listen to that gut feeling, everything is just easy. It's easier to say no. It's easier to love yourself, because you're going to trust yourself more often. You're going to see, if you have a feeling and you go with it, 9 out of 10 times you're right. Not even 9, like 9.9% of the time you're right. And once you start to see that everything is that everything you've had a feeling about or thought about is right, that boosts up your confidence as well. So learn to follow your intuition. Whatever your gut says is for a reason. That's God speaking through you. That's the universe speaking through you. That's your higher self speaking through you. So other things that will help you with your self-confidence is going after things and doing things that scare you. So these can be small things like going to the bar or a restaurant by yourself, or going to the mall alone. If you want to go out on a nice dinner date, but like all your friends are being fake or bougie or don't want to go out or don't have the money to go out, take yourself out. I do this all the time. People really be bugging and asking me, like, I don't understand how you take all these solo trips to the woods or to another state, or how you go out to the movies by yourself, or how you go out to restaurants or to bars by yourself. Because I love my own company. Like, and once you learn to go out places by yourself, you're gonna start to like love your own company, and you're gonna start to want to do that instead of asking other people. You're gonna prefer it, I promise you. Or even going to a party. The thing about fear is it's the exact same feeling and the exact same frequency as excitement. Anxiety and excitement are the exact same feeling. I promise you. That's why when your adrenaline is pumping and you're on like a roller coaster and you're scared at the same time you're excited, you can't understand why, like which one you are. It's because it's the exact same frequency. So just start telling yourself that, okay, I'm not scared. This is just my higher self that's excited. Okay, you see these in all of these like little self-help advice videos, but honestly, it really does make the difference. Making your bed every day is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a reset. It's like, okay, it's kind of like your brain is saying like, okay, yesterday is already done. Today is a brand new day. My bed is already made up and waiting for me when I get home. And it's like a habit. If you're bad at habits, at least having your bed made up would be a habit that like you've already established. And habits are made within 21 days, I believe. That's like 3 weeks. So just try to do it every single day and you'll see it just becomes instinct. Even having your whole room clean, doing it little by little, will honestly just make the difference. And it'll be to a point where you'll feel weird that your room isn't organized. Like, that's a form of self-love. honestly. Having a sense of pride in yourself, smelling good, taking a shower every day. I know, like, for people who are depressed, taking a shower or even brushing your teeth is very hard. That people don't like to talk about. There's something wrong with you. It's just your motivation is gone. That's all that is. But just try to brush your teeth every day. Try to take a shower every day. Adorn yourself with lotions. When you put your lotion on your arms, just say, I love these arms. Look how beautiful my skin is. Look how radiant my skin is. I have gorgeous long arms. Look at this butt. Look at this gut. It's so fluffy. I love it. The more you tell yourself that, the more, like, you'll realize, like, yo, I'm the shit. Like, hell yeah, I have good arms. Yeah, I have a little bit of a gut, but that shit's sexy. You know what I mean? Talking to yourself in the mirror, in your eyes. Okay, so this is something within its own. The mirrors are portals. That's why it can be very intimidating or scary to look at yourself in the mirror. However, saying affirmations to yourself in the mirror are a spell within itself. It's a manifestation within itself. Tell yourself every day in the mirror, I love myself. Tell yourself every day in the mirror, I am abundance. I am self-love. I radiate love. I am love. Therefore, I attract the love into my life. Just start telling yourself things. If you don't like something about yourself, tell yourself that you love it and look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror. I promise that's gonna speed up the process for self-love as well. Treating everything as a luxury. For example, instead of cooking your meal and eating it right out of the pot or a paper plate, get a nice plate set. You can get it from the dollar store, honey. They got some nice plate sets, okay? Get yourself a nice glass plate. Arrange your food very nicely on there. Pour yourself some wine in a nice little wine glass. If you're not a wine drinker and you like beer, put your beer in an actual glass. Don't drink it out of the can. Treat every little thing as a luxury. Your car, make sure it's not junky. Have it clean. I know that's kind of hard, but you know, make sure it's clean. At least, like, make sure that the upholstery is like nice and clean with wipes. Go to the car wash. Treating every little tiny thing like it's a luxury, I promise you'll start feeling like you're luxurious. Stop relying on other people to fulfill your emotional needs, because if you fulfill your own emotional needs, you won't need anybody else to do it for you. Having nice satin bed sheets as well. They have beautiful bed sheets at fucking Walmart for like $6-7 for a whole set. It's not satin per se, or it's not silk. It feels kind of like a satin, but like a low quality satin, but it feels very nice. It's like some type of fiber. It feels really good though. Or having like a nice fluffy robe after your showers are nice too. I own silk PJs. I love silk PJs. Like a whole PJ silk set is really nice. You could go on Shein. You can also go on Amazon. They have, I've ordered pant sets, like satin PJs from Amazon, and they feel so fucking nice against the skin. I also have a robe that's silk from Amazon. Okay, other things to keep in mind. We're towards the end of the video. This boosts your confidence and self-love OD, because you start to feel regal when you walk. Watch your posture. Make sure like your shoulders are back. That alone makes your back very straight and gives you a nice posture. And having your belly in when you walk. Listening and repeating daily affirmations as well. The way I meditate every single day. I meditate when I wake up. I also meditate as I sleep. That helps. I have daily affirmations, meditations on this channel. You can always listen to my meditations when you go to sleep, or on your way to work, or as you're getting ready. I love to listen to the money manifestation I have on this channel while I am doing my manifestation stuff like my candles and stuff, and I also like to listen to it on days I don't feel like going to work. You know what I mean? It just reminds myself that I am money, I am currency. You know what I mean? I attract what it is that I want. So me going to work is me working for what it is that I want. I also have a self-love one. I also have a productive day meditation as well, our affirmations. You can even repeat that whatever I say after I say it. It can work as affirmations for you. And also there's an artist named Londrell. He is amazing. I listen to his music as well, especially when I'm fasting. When I'm fasting, I don't listen to music other than spiritual music or meditations. And Londrell is one of those artists that I listen to as well. Now, meditations are number one when it comes to self-love, because you're learning to breathe and be in your own thoughts and to be alone. It just honestly makes being alone easier. Practicing gratitude. If you're annoyed at something, or if you're feeling down or depressed, or you're feeling stuck in a rut, just repeat 3 things that you're grateful for. I like to repeat 3 things I'm grateful for when I get up and before going to sleep. Only because I do work a lot, so I tend to feel stuck or in a rut sometimes, or frustrated. So I'll just tell myself, you know, I'm grateful for the fact I have a car. A lot of people don't. I'm grateful for the fact that I have an apartment. A lot of people don't. I'm grateful for the fact that I have my father. A lot of people don't. You know, just repeat things that you're grateful for, and you're honestly just gonna feel so loved. Working out also helps with self-love because it produces something called endorphins, which is a chemical that in our body and in our brain that's produced, that it's like the happy hormone. So working out alone also makes you feel happy. Being in nature, grounding yourself. Oh my gosh, I just love to tell my secrets to the trees, and I like to lay there and just rest and breathe and just watch everything. Watch the grass just breathing, watching the trees breathing. This makes me feel so in love. Praying as well as journaling, complimenting others. Oh my god, I love complimenting other people. I don't know why, but it's just something about complimenting other people that makes me feel good about myself. Spreading positivity, honestly, alone, just by itself. You don't even have to compliment someone, but just smiling at people, it just really does make you feel good. Also, keep in mind, Instagram is not fucking real, okay? It's positive highlights of your life. Think of your Instagram. You don't post everything, right? You only post what's good because you want everybody else to think that your life is this grand life. Remember, Instagram is not real. Take breaks from Instagram if you're feeling down. I promise you it's gonna help with your self-love journey. And most importantly of all, be kind to yourself. 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 Why are you so mean to yourself? Why? Congratulate yourself on every single little thing that you do. I don't give a fuck if it's for getting up or in the rising. I have days that it's like, I don't feel like doing shit. Okay, and me getting out of bed just to take a shower is a fucking accomplishment. Me getting up and getting in my car to go to work is a fucking accomplishment. Taking my day for myself, to not talk to nobody, to not pay attention to my phone, okay, it deserves congratulations. It's an accomplishment, okay? It's okay to not always feel okay. Don't think that you're gonna be happy 24/7. You're not. You're gonna have days where you don't feel okay, and that is okay. And every experience is a lesson that brings us closer to enlightenment. Life is not against you. Universe only taps into energy and what you really want and put out there. Keep that in mind. Once you learn to love yourself, once you learn to heal that inner child, to love that inner child, buying yourself things that you've always wanted as a child, spoiling yourself with gifts, spoiling yourself with food, you're going to see, honestly, that the universe is going to start blessing you. Once you have faith in yourself, everything falls into place. I don't ever worry about what I'm going to eat next. I don't worry about where the money's going to come from, because I know I'm always protected. I know that I'm always going to be blessed with food. The birds in the trees don't sit there and stress like, oh my God, how I'm gonna eat? What am I gonna get for food? These humans, they don't feed me. No, they go out there and get it, and they trust that they're gonna get their food. Same with the little baby birds. They know that their parents are gonna go bring them food. They know that they're gonna be provided for. So why are you stressing? Squirrels don't worry, damn bro, I don't see any nuts, it's getting hot out here, global warming. They don't think like that. They just know that they're gonna eventually have enough nuts for when they hibernate. Just because we're a little bit higher intellectually, it doesn't mean that we have to stress about things. Take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your soul. That's the true key to loving yourself, to self-love. Learning to be okay with being alone. That is how you love yourself. Stop looking for happiness in other people. Happiness is in you already. You don't need somebody else to fulfill your needs. You don't need to be married to fulfill your needs. You don't need a child to fulfill your needs. You don't need, all this expensive jewelry or an expensive ass car or a mansion. You don't need any of that stuff. Because I promise you, no matter what amount of money you have, no matter if you're married, no matter if you have 50 kids, nothing can fill that void you have within yourself until you learn to love yourself. Like RuPaul says, how the hell you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself? It makes no sense. Really tap into that inner child. Listen to nostalgic music. Dance. Allow yourself to dance. Allow yourself to love yourself. Compliment yourself. Know that you're deserving of everything that you want. Listen to affirmations on it. If you have to, read self-help books about it. Okay? Listening to affirmations is really, especially in your sleep, that's when your body is healing. If your body is healing, that must mean that your subconscious and your soul is healing while you're sleeping as well. So keep that in mind. There are tests out there, there's research out there. Listening to things subconsciously, thinking things subconsciously really does affect your physical life and your conscious life. So if you're having problems loving yourself consciously, work on it subconsciously and you're gonna see results way faster, I promise you. Listen to my affirmations on my channel while you sleep, or while you're doing spiritual work, while you're making your teas. Do every little thing with intention. Even when you're drinking your tea, just say that this tea is going to bring me self-love. Pray for self-love. Ask the universe for self-love. Stop relying on other people for your love. It makes no sense. You have to learn to love yourself. And that starts with being okay with being alone. That starts with healing that inner child. That starts with being kind to yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop bullying yourself. So what if you haven't gotten to where you want to get to yet? What does that matter? You're going to get there. So what if it takes a little longer? What people have can be gone tomorrow. But love is always here. Love is the highest vibration that exists in this universe, in this world. The highest vibration. That's why love manifests so much. That's why to be here is to love. The vibration of love and feeling good is what brings a child into this universe. So imagine those endorphins, that chemical of love, that happiness, that joy is what makes someone climax an orgasm and makes a baby. Is you have to be in love with yourself. Without being in love with yourself, you're not gonna get far in life. You'll probably get far, but I mean, it'll just be so much easier when you learn to love yourself, because you start to see what you deserve. It's easy for you to let go of unnecessary things, and you're gonna get to where you want to get to faster and more efficiently, especially more efficiently. So I hope that this helped. This was a self-love / self-confidence booster kind of video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you have any more tips. Leave them down in the comments as well. Don't forget to share this video to anyone who you think may need it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I'm posting next, and connect with me on Instagram as well at Emilia Rose Healing. My main page is The Real Emilia Rose, and follow me on Twitter. I be cutting up on Twitter. It's LA Emilia Rose. I hope that this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Many blessings.